Have you ever just stopped and marveled at what your arm can do? I mean, you can throw a fastball, you can lift up your kid, you can wave hello from across the street. We totally take this incredible range of motion for granted. But it all really starts with one super simple question.
No, seriously, think about it for a second. How is this entire thing, your arm, your forearm, your hand, how is it all connected to the rest of you? The answer is, well, it's probably not what you're thinking, and honestly, it's kind of mind-blowing. Okay, let's get into it.
Would you believe that your entire arm, the whole thing, has only one bony connection to your torso? And it's right here, at this tiny little spot. This is the sternoclavicular joint. It's where your clavicle, your collarbone, meets your sternum. That's it. Everything else is basically just floating, held together by a whole lot of muscle and tissue. Wild, right?
So let's start our journey right there, at that anchor point, the sternoclavicular joint, or as we'll call it, the SC joint. This is literally the bedrock for everything your arm does. Now, tucked inside this joint is this really cool little piece of equipment, a disc made of something called fibrocartilage. It's got two main jobs. First, it helps the two kind of awkwardly shaped bones fit together nice and snug. And second, it acts like a shock absorber, cushioning all the force that travels up your arm when you, say, fall on your hand. It's super important.
Okay, so a single little point of contact, that's not going to be strong enough on its own, no way. So to make this anchor truly stable, the body builds this incredible web of reinforcement all around it. And that reinforcement comes from ligaments. The easiest way to think about ligaments is to picture them as the body's own super strong guide wires. Their one job in life is to lash bones together, to provide rock-solid stability. They are the unsung heroes holding us all together.
And you can tell the body knew this connection was a big deal. The SC joint is just wrapped in this dense, complex web of those ligament guide wires. They're pulling from the front, the back, the top, from every direction really, just to lock that collarbone down and create an unbelievably strong base.
So let's meet the key players in this web. You've got ligaments in the front and back holding it steady. Then there's the interclavicular ligament, which actually connects your two collarbones to each other across the top. But the real MVP here is the costoclavicular ligament. This thing is the main restraint. It's this super tough band that anchors the collarbone down to your first rib. Every single time you lift a heavy grocery bag, this is the guy preventing your collarbone from just popping right up. All right, so if we follow the collarbone away from the center of the body, we get to our next critical connection point. This is where the collarbone hooks up with the shoulder blade. And this is the acromioclavicular joint, or AC joint. It's where the end of the collarbone meets a part of the shoulder blade called the acromion. Now, unlike that super stable SC joint we just saw, this connection is a lot flatter and, frankly, a lot weaker, and that makes it way more likely to get injured. So because the AC joint itself is a little shaky, it needs backup. And boy, does it get it. It comes from this absolute powerhouse, the corticoclavicular ligament. What's cool is it doesn't even cross the AC joint. Instead, it runs from another part of the shoulder blade straight up to the collarbone. It acts just like a powerful suspension cable on a bridge, holding the whole shoulder blade up and stopping the collarbone from popping up and away. And this all brings us to a very real-world situation. We've seen this beautiful, elegant design, but what happens when that design fails? I bet you've heard of this, or maybe even seen it. It's a really common injury in contact sports. That weird-looking bump you see on top of the shoulder, that's a classic sign of an AC joint separation. And notice the name. It's a separation, not a dislocation. We're talking about a failure of the connection we were just looking at, not the main ball and socket joint. So what's actually happening under the skin here? Well, a pretty mild injury might just stretch out those ligaments around the AC joint, but a harder fall or a bigger hit can tear them completely. And in the really bad cases, that super important suspension cable, the corticoclavicular ligament, it tears too. And that's what allows the collarbone to ride up and create that big, visible bump. So why? Why does the body go through all this trouble creating this complex system of anchors and backups and cables? Well, it all comes down to one thing: movement. All of this structure we've been talking about, the SC joint anchor, the AC joint connection, it's all just setting the stage. It's building a stable platform for the main event, and that's the glenohumeral joint. This is the true ball and socket joint of your shoulder, where the big bone of your upper arm meets your shoulder blade. All that freedom, all that amazing movement, it happens right here. So really, the whole system is just this brilliant trade-off. The inner joints, the SC and the AC, they are built for one thing:
rock-solid stability to anchor your arm to your body. And it's that stability that then allows the outer joint, the ball and socket, to be engineered for maximum incredible mobility.
It's an absolutely amazing piece of engineering, isn't it? A stable platform that unleashes all this potential for movement. But it does leave us with one last really important question. If our bodies prize this freedom of movement so much, what happens when that freedom becomes a problem? What happens when the joint that's designed for motion moves too much? Well, that's a whole other story.